Should nail techs use payment apps like Venmo, PayPal, Cash App in 2022? We're going to talk about this right now on the Biz Talk. I don't know. Right now, I was really into it. I was into that intro.
What happened to your eye?
Training.
You got it tagged again.
I get tagged, dude, constantly. Just getting beat the hell up.
The vets on the side paying them.
I know. My wife's like,
get him good.
You know what's sick though? I gotta say is I have a lot of anxiety, like naturally, right? Which is why I go and train, right? I go and I train, and afterwards I'm like, oh, it's like gone for the day. It is my absolute. Dude, it's control.
Working out does that for me. And like yesterday, I really, really needed it, and I couldn't go.
You couldn't go.
I got stuck here till like 6:30 last night, and
What about at home? Get home and do some workout. Oh my God, Tracy, come on! You got to do something. You need some type of app, like payment, exercise.
Can you pay me
to exercise? Yes. All right.
I'm gonna lie too. I did. I exercised.
You did it. Payment apps. Should nail technicians be using these in 2022? Here's sort of the deal is that I guess there's been a change in like policy with a lot of these payment apps, right?
Yep.
Like where previously it was up to you only had to claim, or they would send you maybe one of those forms if you collected over $20,000, right?
Okay.
Previously. So anything under 20 grand,
you were good.
You were good. You basically had to just claim it yourself, right? To the government so that you pay your taxes. Now they're changing it to, I think, $600. So anything over $600, you have to fill out a form or something, and then they're gonna basically keep track of it, and they have to now submit it, I'm assuming, to the government and
tax
then
gods.
To the tax gods, and then the government's gonna know. So people are wondering, do you guys recommend, should we continue on with these payment apps with this change in regulation? And Trace,
yes. Take the money, yo.
Dude.
You got to pay taxes. Taxes is part of business. And I've always been one of those people. I think we've talked about cash tips and all that. I counted everything. I did not want to stress, worry, think about it. I didn't want to count, okay, this is what I should have made and this is what I got into.
Yeah.
If you do that's you. But I'm not gonna tell Habib, like Venmo and Zelle and all these apps are so popular
and convenient.
And convenient. I'm like, we have a guy that does our pool. I am so annoyed that I got to remember to write him a check.
Oh, dude, that's insane.
It just bothers me.
Yeah.
And it just, every time I'm like, Stan, could you just see if he has Venmo yet? Like,
yeah.
The convenience is well worth it.
Yeah.
So, hey, beautiful. You're keeping track of it for me. I don't even have to keep track now.
Yes. And a lot of these payment apps, they have, I don't know if Venmo has it, but and I don't know if any of these have it yet, but they will, to where you can just export stuff and then bring that right into your software, whatever you're using, your accounting software that you use to keep track. So it's all just seamless, quick, and easy. But the bigger sort of issue is if you're wondering if you should use these because you don't want to claim your income, that's already that's not a good start. I'm telling you, that's not a good start.
And times are different. And I've seen many techs get themselves in this situation. First of all,
yes,
it usually gets found out. And then they're trying to pay back taxes and figure out what they actually made. Or you go to get a loan and you haven't claimed all your income. So now you're trying to tell them, well, I make X amount. And they're like, no, you don't.
Right.
This is what you claim.
Right.
So, it's not back when you could get a loan, like they were giving loans out like, right. Oh, you're 5. You want a loan?
Yeah.
Here's $200,000. It's not,
So that's the other part of it, right? Mm-hmm. Is if you go to a bank and you want to get a loan, what the bank wants to see, they're going to ask for your tax returns.
Proof of income.
Proof of income, right? And basically, if you're consistently showing on your tax returns that you don't make money, well, then how are you ever going to pay the bank back? That's how the bank calculates. They go, well, you don't make money. So if we lend you this, you're never going to pay us back. So you don't get a loan.
Because you don't make enough money each month to cover this loan.
Right.
But I do. But I don't.
No,
but
I do.
don't.
Yeah.
You don't.
Well, we're not going to take your word for it.
Yeah.
That's why tax returns are so important, because like if you make money and you're paying taxes on your income, nobody's going to do that. Nobody's going to fake that. I'm just going to give the government extra money and pay taxes. Like nobody's going to do that. If you're paying your taxes, that's legit. And they're going to see, okay, Tracy is making, X amount of dollars per month because she pays this much in taxes. This is her income. Cool. We can loan her this much money based on her income because we know we're going to get paid back in like 3 years.
Yeah.
And so we're happy to give you a loan.
Well, we were on Twitch earlier and we were saying we're not financial advisors, but I'm giving you this advice. Pay your taxes.
Pay your taxes.
But, and on the flip side, a lot of nail techs are really bad about keeping track of their expenses.
Yeah.
So get good about keeping track of your expenses so you can write that stuff off.
Correct.
Legally.
Correct.
And on the flip side, calculate all your. I've had several friends, Habib, who go to buy a house and they're like,
They can't. Yep.
Or they're not getting what they want because your income doesn't show.
Yeah. And so like that's a whole real thing. And I remember when was it 2001, I was trying to untangle our financial books, right? And it was we didn't even have a computer keeping track of anything. Nothing was kept track of, right?
Dude, I think your mom still has the typewriter in her office.
I think she does. And a friend sort of recommended me to this guy was a CFO of another company, and as a side gig, he agreed to help us, right? So he said, send me the boxes of invoices of purchasing of everything, because we had all the paper invoices, right? And mostly what he did was try to track to the bank account what we were depositing, because those were the sales. This dude had to put together a puzzle, right? But here's the one thing he told me. He was like, so after he did that for the first year, right? I'd pay him a monthly fee, and at the end, he was like, "Hey," he's like, "I'm happy to report. I think our sales that year we did just under $500,000 in sales." Okay, and he said, "Hey, I've got good news and bad news." I'm like, "Okay, give me the good news." He said, "You guys made money," and I was like, "Oh my God, I think we made $60,000 in profit."
You're all, where is it?
Well, that was the question. This was my lesson in taxes and inventory and all that. And then he said, "Here's the bad news. You owe $15,000 in taxes." Mm-hmm. Right. And I said, but we don't have the money. And he's like, "Too bad."
Harold, they take credit.
They take credit.
I bet you they take Venmo.
He literally said to me, I don't care. He's like, you have to pay your taxes. And I go, "But how the hell am I going to pay my taxes? We literally don't have the money." Yeah. And he sat me down. He goes, "Okay." He goes, "I'm going to tell you this one time, and I hope you take this into your business career." He said, "Never, ever, ever play around with taxes or the government's money. If you want to screw yourself, if you want to be able to grow, you have to pay your taxes." And he broke down to me getting a loan from the bank, getting a line of credit, how financing works, all that stuff. And I got a lesson on it, and an hour talk with this guy. And then it came back in the end where I was like, "Well, how am I going to pay this money?" And he said, "You're going to have to use credit cards and cash advance, and you're going to have to pull the money out, and you doesn't matter. You have to figure it out. And this is why it's business is difficult,
Because the IRS don't do.
They don't care.
Well, and it's not 0% interest.
No, it's not 0% interest, right? If you want to make payments, they're going to charge you interest on it. But in the end, I had to find a way. We found a way, and that was my lesson. It's like, where's all the money? Well, all the money's in inventory. That's where it's sitting. You know, you turn a profit, but then with that profit, you buy more goods and you store, and then that's where it's like, oh my God, we have to have inventory control, because if you over purchase, your money is sitting in inventory and you don't have the money to pay taxes.
Like, I put it back in the company. That makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. But that's the thing, is like, if you over order on something, all your money is sitting in this brush that's not selling. Dude, I have to liquidate it to get the cash so I can pay the taxes. I mean, those are the things that, like, you have to learn. But the lesson of, and I remember literally what he said, I'll never forget it. He's like, no monkey business, Habib. He said, no monkey business. I was like, I want to hit him.
That's annoying. But the best advice you can get
is no monkey business.
And if you're starting out in your career, just start. I mean, because the first year you're not even going to make money. So, you know, like,
you won't pay taxes.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, and lots of whatever, you know, get a good tax person. I had someone that was very, had other nail techs as their clients, or there's a lot of, you know, the beauty industry is huge. Tax people are very, you know, familiar with what a mess we are. But yeah, I've just seen it too many times of, it catches up with you very quickly.
Yeah. I mean, you and I both know a nail tech, right? Who had like issues and where it was like, oh my God, and like paying the back taxes, and it was stressful, you know? I mean, it was a lot of stress, and
they don't forget.
The IRS does not forget. And here's the thing. Now you're on the radar for being audited. So everybody is going to get audited at some point. The chances are, not everybody, but chances are you'll get audited at some point in your lifetime, right?
But what a relief when you go, you know what?
No problem.
I did everything correct.
Yep.
Have at it.
Yeah. I mean, we get like, you know, we insurance audits, worker comp audits, and all these different audits so we're used to that process. And for me, I don't audit me all you want. Like, our books are clean, you know, and it's like, I can go to sleep at night. I got no issues at all. And I think that's the direction you want to go. And then there's a second component to these payment apps, is what you said earlier, Tracy, that the convenience of transacting and making that very simple, easy process for your customers, right? Most people are using Venmo, PayPal, the Cash App, all these different ways to transfer money. Very rarely are people holding cash, right? I mean, you can use a credit card.
Always
also.
Cash poor.
Right. Exactly.
Always.
Exactly.
Like, I'm going to be in trouble if like the system ever goes down and I can't use my credit card, because I'm going to be like, I got like maybe $5. I don't know.
It's the same. It's the same.
So, and with COVID, a lot of people don't want to take cash,
right,
or carry cash with them. Also, so you know, cash is kind of becoming obsolete.
Yeah, it is. It's starting to become less and less, right? There are some businesses that are like, no cash accepted. It's only credit card, Venmo, all that stuff, you know?
Where I go to work out, they make, I finally told them, because I forget, you have to have like certain socks to do Pilates. Yeah. I forget my socks probably twice a week. They're $20 each time. I forget them, by the way, to buy a new pair. And then I told them, like, could you guys just start buying hair scrunchies and have them here for purchase, because I forget a hair tie every time I go. And they have gotten hair ties. I spend $2 almost every time I go. Now, I would not do all that if they didn't have Venmo.
Right.
There are little things right there. I click it. I'm all hair tie again. Ha, ha, ha. And off it goes. It's super easy.
Yeah. And
they make a lot of money off of me. Right. Probably, I would imagine they make an extra at least $100 a month off of me.
Because you don't have your hair tie.
Because I don't have hair ties, my socks, I am not an adult, and they have Venmo.
Yeah, they have Venmo. And that's what I'm talking about, man. It's that convenience. You need to set that up for your clients, right? Mm-hmm. Like, when they're leaving, they can just scan and pay. And then you can add on, they can add on a tip if they want, whatever that process is. Yeah. But you've got to be able to do that and make it. I mean, I pay everything, you know, credit card. But my first question always is like, you got Venmo, you got this. I mean, it's It's just easy.
Yeah.
It's super, super simple. So, like I just, first of all, for tax reasons, do not mess with the government. No monkey business for you.
No monkey business.
No monkey business. And then number two, for the efficiency of your business. And it's, again, this is why Amazon is like king, right? They are the king of customer convenience. The king. I can go on there, click a button, and it's delivered at my door.
Done.
And like, it's even getting to the point, Tracy, where it's like I have groceries delivered at my door, and I'm like, oh, I gotta go to the door and like how ridiculous! I gotta unpack the groceries and put them. Like, what about going to the grocery store, shopping? Taking an hour. It's like I don't have to do that. I just plug it in and it's delivered. But that's how insane the convenience is getting.
Yeah.
It's like I want it delivered in my fridge. I don't want it.
Then I don't want to cook it.
Yeah, and then I want
It's
somebody.
the whole thing.
Yeah, you see those like robotics now that are like cooking meals. Like have you seen that?
Who's going to clean it?
I don't know.
See,
They
this
can
is why I
clean it.
DoorDash.
Yeah, that's actually a good. I actually made. I'm totally off topic, but I made chicken last night, and the cleanup was just
The
it's
worst
insane. It's
part.
the worst. It's the worst.
It's not that I really hate cooking.
It's
I'm
the
not
cleanup.
good at it because my mom never taught me. But it's the cleanup.
Yeah, it's the cleanup. It totally is the cleanup. Absolutely. So, in the end, totally off topic, but in the end, use these payment apps would be
Take
our
their
recommendation.
money.
Yeah, exactly. Make it easy for your customers to pay. I've obviously credit card, but why not have these other options? People want to use them. Make it available. Don't be concerned with I have to claim over 600 or under 20 or whatever the hell the number is. Don't just claim as you would claim. Be honest about it. Pay your taxes. Do good.
One
Please.
other thing I'm going to point out, because I don't have cash a lot of times. So if I go in and someone says your service is $60 and I only have 65, guess what? You're getting a $5 tip.
Right. Exactly.
I kind of feel bad about that, but
no, but that's
if you
what
have
happens.
Venmo, they're going to tip you more.
That's a great point, and it's so true. It's like you're only going to do what you have. What are you going to do? Go to the store, go to the ATM, run back.
Do you have change? No, I don't have any change.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
This is all I got. This is all I got. Exactly. So let us know in the comments below your take on this topic. Do you receive payments? How do you feel about it? The change in policy? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you, Tracy, so much.
Thank you.
And thank you guys for joining us. We will see you next time on the Biz Talk.